Yo, 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 what's going on? It's KD from Around the Town with Wiz on KD. You see where I'm at, so you know I'm by myself with it. It's a lot of things going on. You know what I mean? If you sat there, paid attention to the first beginning of the video, you see what's been going on for the past couple of weeks. But hey, we gotta keep this ball rolling. We slowed down for a minute, but we back at it. So with that being said, we're gonna sit there and start this off with I me personally, I'm confused. So it's a green funeral home or funeral service company in Colorado. Now, reports have it that they're under investigation because they find over 1,500 bodies, over 1,500. I want to say decapitated, but then it's not decapitated because, you know, I always sit there thinking, oh, they niggas stealing parts. But no, the body, they found over 1,500 decomposed, 115, excuse me, not 1,500, 115 decomposed bodies on the premises. So now, supposedly, they're supposed to be cremating the bodies and giving them a quote unquote more natural and more, what's the word I want to use? Ancient methods of cremating the body or whatever the case may be. All right, cool. I've seen it in a couple of movies, so I kind of get the drift. But then again, it's like y'all are a green funeral home. So if I'm not mistaken, y'all use biodegradable coffins if they don't want their family members cremated. Y'all use biodegradable coffins and things of that nature. And if I'm not mistaken, y'all don't embalm the body that way. It's not putting chemicals into the earth and things of that nature. So why y'all under investigation? Because I'm confused. If y'all just not burying the bodies and y'all just got them on the premises decomposing, I don't know what y'all got going on. If y'all trying to sit there and use it for compost or some shit like that, hey, y'all need to sit there, put that shit in the fine print. But if y'all just not cremating them and y'all burying them, then I don't see the problem. But why do y'all got 115 decomposed bodies on the premise? Why have they found 115 decomposed bodies? Now, once again, if they found 115, because it doesn't specify where they actually found the bodies at. If they found it on the premises, like y'all just got them in the facility, Y'all doing some weird, nasty man shit. But if y'all didn't cremate them and y'all just buried them in the ground to sit there and do what's supposed to happen, the nature of life for real. And I don't see y'all are a green funeral home which provides a more cleaner and safer burial situation for your loved ones and for the earth. So I'm confused on that. If y'all sitting there doing some old selling parts and all that and just throwing the bodies in the corner and just letting them rot and decompose, first of all, I know that wherever that's at, I know it stink beyond compare. I know it do. So we not even gonna go there with it. But if y'all sitting there and just burying them in the ground and in your business syllabus, it says that you are a green funeral home facility in which you sit there and use biodegradable situations to where once it goes in the ground, it's not going to harm the ground. It's not going to harm the earth. It's actually going to sit there and release all the nutrients or whatever that the body is going to act. So this is like, because that's what the ancients really used, like all that caskets and whatnot. They put you in the ground. They put you in the ground. They might wrap you up in some cloth or something, but they put you in the ground. So I'm confused on that. So like my man K would say, yo, write in the comments and let me know what y'all think about that because I'm confused. I don't know what they getting investigated for. You know what I mean? It's mind boggling to me. But hold on right quick. Let me get my drink straight right quick. I don't know why I always do this shit. They can be too overzealous. But hey, back to it. Alright, so now um we're gonna slide to Oklahoma. And with this right here, I always say it. I am not against people owning guns. I am not against people going through with their American rights to have and own and possess weapons. Now, I am against weapons negligence, and I am against foolish people that think that just because they are legally able to own a gun, that they can do whatever that they want, and 9 times out of 10, they'll be they'll be in the right. So, a Oklahoma woman has just pled guilty to killing her daughter over trying to protect some kittens from a stray dog. I had to take me a sip because I have to. A Oklahoma woman, mother, somebody baby mother, pleads guilty to killing her daughter over trying to protect some kittens over a stray dog. I mean, from a stray dog. Now, This happened all the way in 2018. This is when the incident occurred. Now, they're giving the updates, and I read the article, so I'm like, nah, I gotta sit there and I have to sit there and speak upon it. So you mean to tell me on October 5th, 2018, I want to say her name, but the way YouTube working nowadays, I gotta come up with a whole. In a minute, we gonna sit there and get that together. But on October 5th, 2018, a 16-year-old Caucasian female comes in the house to alert her mother that, mom, it's a dog out there that's sitting there fighting the kittens, and they're attacking the kittens. So the mother says, "Oh, I guess it's nighttime at this point in time." She goes upstairs, get her little dirty Harry, you know what I mean? Come downstairs or whatever, goes on the front porch, start letting off shots in the dark. Now, inadvertently, she's letting off shots in the dark, supposedly in the in the angle of where the kittens and the dog is at. The dog scurries away, but her daughter gets shot. So the first question that I want to know is, for the daughter, and before I sit there and say this, rest in peace to you. You know what I mean? I know y'all family just went through y'all family went through two losses, because you lost your life and your mother inadvertently lost her life because they about to send her up shit's creek. I mean, she already there, but she just floating. But they about to actually send her to the creek. But look, so you run in the house to tell your mother that some kittens are getting demolished by a stray dog. So do you sit there and, after you tell your mother, you it cause you 16 now, so I'm pretty sure you know your mother got a gun. It's Oklahoma, open carry state. I'm pretty sure your mother know. I'm pretty sure you know your mother got a gun. She probably got several. You probably got a gun too. You know what I mean? Because out there, that hunting license, this, that, and third. Hey, okay, but look, so you ran and told your mother, and then you ran out there to sit there and try to stop the dog from attacking the cats. So when your mother comes down with the gun, because it says in the article that she shot in the dark. So you don't hear your daughter, if the only logical sense that's going, that the scene that's running through my head is your daughter running the crib, mom, the cats is getting attacked by the dog, by the blah blah blah, the dog runs back out there. Get away from the cats, move, get out of here, get out of here. You go get your gun, come back. I'm pretty sure you hear your daughter trying to sit there and get the dog's attention to get away from the cats. So what made you shoot? Excuse me. What made you shoot? First of all. Second of all, why did you sit there and when you came to the front door, now, if you in an apartment, that's understandable. But then again, it says you was on your front porch. So that means that 9 times out of 10, you don't have an apartment because if you have a front porch on an apartment, that's not called a porch, that's called a balcony. So, okay. So you mean to tell me that you ain't had the lights to flick on to sit there and see what's going on in your front yard? Because 90% of the houses that I've been in, even only situation that may have happened in which you didn't have a light is that the bulb had blew out and you just was lazy and you ain't sit there and change the bulb. But 9 times out of 10, there's a light switch right there before you go out the front door, so you could turn on the light so you could see what's in your front yard. Because if you'd have turned on the lights and you'd have seen what's in your front yard, you'd have seen your daughter is right there in the yard trying to sit there, break the cats and the dogs up, and you wouldn't have shot, but you didn't turn on the light. You sat there, just ran out there like you Rambo or something, like this is a Steven Seagal movie or something, and you get the boom in that shit, and now your daughter then sat there, lost her life, R.I.P. mamas, and not only did your daughter lose her life, but you done lost yours too. Well, you done lost your life in the sense of being in the free world. So, yeah, sweetheart, I would give you the fuck you, but I just feel like now you old enough, fuck you, and then we going and then so that's 6 fuck yous, you know what I mean? You know where them other four came from. Shout out my man Wizzo and Crazy K. And yeah, I bet you next time you use better judgment and you'll flick them lights on. I bet if you can do it again, you'll flick them lights on to see where your daughter was at, or even sit there once you come out the door, girl, come get on the porch. Come get on the porch. But boy, I said get on the porch. I bet you do that then. Um. So yeah, that right there is that right there is stupid. Like you use none of your brain cells. You didn't sit there, use no type of critical thinking at all. And now you you sitting in the cell. I know you whipping your ass you whipping your own ass every day. Damn, I shot my daughter. I should have just sat there, told her to leave them cats alone and let the cycle happen. But hey, man, it's fucked up. You know what else is fucked up? You need to take me a sip. Cause shit. That's why I'm doing this, because I'm trying to get the fuck up out this category. Oh, I'm gonna preface this by In the year 2023, there is no more middle class. You're either rich or you're poor. There is no more middle class in America. Don't give a fuck what you think, what you thought. There is no more middle class. Between COVID and whatever these niggas in the government is doing, we up shit's creek with a paddle, B. What Candace always said, put a helmet on. Shit getting rough. So look, studies have shown that 67% of people that make between 50,000 and 100,000 a year is living paycheck to paycheck. Now, just before Corona, COVID, and the whole pandemic situation, average income for an average American was, if I'm not mistaken, 45,000 a year, 40 to 45,000 a year. So for real, that's somebody that's making between $12 and $15 an hour. Full-time job. No, excuse me. Yeah, between 12, estimated I say between 12 and 15. Now, you mean to tell me, and mind you, just before that, 10 years prior, average single person income that can live and survive was about 25, 30,000 a year. Single person. That's not you living with your mama. Well, actually, that is you living with your mom and you paying your little portion of rent, but you got a full-time job. But now they're sitting there saying, if you making 50 to 100,000, now 10 years ago, 50 to 100,000, that's middle class. That means you have the opportunity in the bankroll to where you can move out of the city, out of these cramped apartments, go to Jersey, go get you a nice house, pay property taxes on your house, 2-car garage, get you a car, get you a little beater that you own, but get you a brand new car that you can pay the car note and the insurance for both cars. Make sure you pay your deductible for your insurance. And I'm talking about health insurance, dental, this, that, and the third. Well, if you have a good job, 50 to 100,000, you got a dental plan that's intertwined with your job. You got a health plan that's intertwined with your job. And that's for your family. You and the family. Now, if you're a single man or a single woman making 50 to 100,000 a year, shit, you bowling. You bowling, baby. you one of the ones that, yeah, I mean, hey man, listen, I got me an apartment, nice little joint, got me a nice little car. Boom. Nigga, what? I go on vacation 3 times a year. You one of them type of niggas. I can afford to sit there and take me, my little shorty, and my mom's on vacation. Just because my mom's wanted to go to my mom's wanted to go to Las Vegas to go gamble. And I just hit a bonus at my job and I got some extra chicken. When you single, you can do that. But as a family, 50 to 100,000, you move to the suburbs. You got the house, two car garage. You got the car that's paid off that you've been sitting there hustling, bustling for the past 6, 7 years, working the job to reach up to this 50 to 100,000. Now that that's paid off, shit, if you got some kids, 9 times out of 10, that's gonna go to the wife. Now the wife could sit there and maneuver in that shit and pick up the kids and do whatever this, that, and the third, because you making 50 to 100,000 10 years ago, 15 years ago, your wife don't gotta work. Nigga, your bread is sitting there, you good. Now they're saying that 50 to 100,000 in 2023. So 10 years ago would have been 2000 and what, 13? You mean to tell me in 10 years, mind you, we got to sit there and we got to erase like 3 years because of the fucking, because of the pandemic. 2.5 years, 2.5, 3 years because of the pandemic. Because that shit was just, niggas was in purgatory and that shit. But bro, 50 to 100,000 and niggas is living paycheck to paycheck. So it's safe to say, you niggas that got them Family Dollar jobs, them Dollar Tree jobs, um um I would say fast food, but in certain states, nigga, fast food is starting at $20 an hour. You know what I'm saying? So, man, listen, find you a hustle, stick with it, man. Get your bread up, B. Because the way this shit is moving, man, we gonna be fucked off out here in America, B. What's next? Matter of fact, all right, J.P. Morgan and Sons. Yeah, I got some explaining to do right after this commercial break. So J.P. Morgan's, right? Y'all agreed to a $75 million settlement with the U.S. Virgin Islands in the Jeffrey Epstein's case. Now, we all know about Jeffrey Epstein, sex trafficking, the Disney kids, all that extra shit. He had his own island. All them rich white folks was over there sitting there playing with them little kids, you know. All right, so look, this is all I want to know. 75 million. 30 million goes to the regional charity groups addressing human trafficking. Okay, it's 30 million. 25 million is to enhance the infrastructure and capabilities of law enforcement to prevent and combat human trafficking and other crimes of that territory. Okay, so it's 30 and 25, so what? That's 55 million. 20 million goes to attorney fees for lawsuit. So out of 75 million, now mind you, just a couple of months before, they was in settlements to sit there and go for the 290. They end up settling for 75 million. JP Morgan was ready to sit there and settle out of court for 290 million. How it dropped to 75 million? Who knows? Now, my thing is this, because the way that they sit there and talk about this settlement is a historic victory for the survivors and state enforcement. Now, in this agreement, when it comes to this money being split up, I heard 25 million go to state enforcement. I heard that. I heard 30 million go to charity groups. I heard that. I heard 20 million goes to attorney fees. So 20 million is going to the lawyers. I heard that. I ain't hear about no money sitting there getting sent to these fucking victims, these survivors. The survivors. I heard of no money being allocated to the survivors of the Epstein Island tragedy. So JP Morgan, I don't know which I got going on. So the lawyers get 20, the charities get 30, law enforcement get 25, but the survivors get a big old zero. And you think, hey man, I don't know what situation y'all got going on, but listen, if I was a child actor or just a sex trafficked teen, child or whatever, and I touch the Epstein Island and y'all allocating money to this, that, and nah, y'all need to sit there and allocate some money to these pockets, B. I'm the one that said they got touched, fondled, and diddled, B. Not me personally. I'm just talking about in the reference of the survivors that they're talking about. I got touched, fondled, and diddled, B. Yeah, I mean, y'all ain't sit there put no money towards none of these. Like, come on, bro. You talking about putting money towards charities? Let's be honest. 75, 80, 90% of these charities are fugazi. But hey, I'm just saying. Y'all could have sat there and figured out something else better to sit there and do with that money. Especially when it came to the survivors that y'all sit there and talk so highly about, which is a historic victory. They still gotta struggle and live with them nightmares. Y'all could at least sat there and gave them a couple of milskins. But hey, that shit is crazy, B. And matter of fact, being that we sitting there talking about child pedophilias or pedophiliases, Florida, y'all finally did something right. Past couple of months, y'all been on some bullshit, but y'all finally did something right. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, Florida has been sitting there working in the law offices, and they have sat there and put some new laws in place. The most controversial law that they put in place was, if you are a sex offender, I said defender, if you are a sex offender, if you touch little children, especially from the ages of 12 and under, which I don't understand why they sat there and said 12 and under. You should have said, if a child is not a child until they turn 18, 17 and under, you are considered a child, right? If you consider the child from 17 and under, it, if you touch a child 12 and under in the state of Florida, I hope y'all looking and y'all listen to me right now. If you touch a child in a sexual manner in the state of Florida, especially if that child is 12 and under, you are facing the death penalty. They are smoking your boots like a pack of Newports on a rainy day when you have nothing else to do. Bro, for you little nasty asses, Mr. Nasty Man, I'm talking to you and Mr. Nasty Lady, because y'all sitting there tweaking too. We're gonna get to y'all in a later episode. But Mr. Nasty Man, you sit there, they catch you, that means child pornography. That means they catch you at the playground, you sitting there doing something inappropriate. If they catch you, especially with a child from 12 and under, you are facing the death penalty. Now, in Florida jail, you know, if y'all don't know, Florida jails do not play. So you going to sit there and be facing the death penalty by the inmates, period, if they find out that you a sex offender and you touching children at that. Listen, y'all doing something right. I agree with this wholeheartedly. I agree with this. Yes, sir. You touching kids, send them niggas to the electric chair. Matter of fact, yeah, send them to the electric chair. Let them get that. Let them get the million currents or however many currents and all that extra shit that they got going on. Let them do all that. Now, this next situation right here, I'm about to sit there and insert this video, and I'm not gonna play the full video, but I'm gonna play enough to where I could break it down and you'll get the situation.
Behind Coley, saying Cook was harassing him, a complete stranger. Now, you heard Coley tell Cook to stop a few times, but then pulled that gun and shot one round, injuring the YouTuber. Coley was found not guilty of aggravated malicious wounding and guilty of shooting into an occupied dwelling because this happened inside the mall. Coley faces 2 to 10 years in prison when he's sentenced. Cook, for his part, says he plans to continue making his YouTube prank videos. It was
So I've been saying this shit for the longest. Everything is not meant for the internet. Every person is not meant to be pranked. A lot of you are chasing clout and going to end up chasing a casket. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, a young man, let me see where they was at. Damn, do it say what state they in? Okay, mind you, okay, a 21-year-old YouTuber doing these prank videos. Now, me personally, certain types of prank videos is acceptable. But when you sitting there just doing the most and you making people just feel uncomfortable, that's not acceptable. So this is what happened. Mind you, this happened in Virginia, open carrying state, my second hometown. So or my second state rather. So a 21-year old is in Virginia and pranking people in the mall, shoving his phone in their face and saying whatever rhetoric he wants to sit there and say. Okay. So at this point, a 31-year-old man that's sitting there minding his business in the food court trying to get some food. Now, mind you, I keep on telling y'all, make y'all way to these open carrying states, especially now because it's getting ugly. The world is getting ugly. Now, do I agree with what this man did? Wholeheartedly, no, I don't. Do I understand? Yes, I do. Do I agree? No, I don't. Do I understand? Yes, I do. So, first and foremost, I don't know you. Second of all, I'm telling you to get away from me. Now, for those who don't know, when you live in an open carry state, the laws of, let's say, the laws of your life being threatened and things of that nature, they vary and they can be very finicky on those. And what I mean by finicky, if you watch the video, if you don't know what happened, this 21-year-old young man goes into the mall, pushing his phone in the dude face, trying to do a prank. Dude telling him, yo, get away from me, get away from me, get away from me. He doing a prank. Dude pulls out his concealed weapon license, his concealed weapon, boom him. Now, the young man didn't die. The young man didn't die. You know what I mean? The dude pled guilty to malicious wounding, which 9 times out of 10, he's going to beat. You know why? Open carrying state. You're too close to me in my vicinity, and I don't know you. I don't know who you are. I don't know what you got going on. I feel uncomfortable. I feel like my life is in danger. And at the end of the day, you can't tell me how I feel. I don't know this man. You got cameras on me. You sitting there saying things that I might feel is threatening to my bodily harm or the way with, bro. Stop playing out here on this internet. Now, certain things, okay, prank is a prank when it comes to certain things or when it comes to people. 9 times out of 10, y'all out here, y'all want to sit there and start these pranks and all. Let these people know what's going on before you sit there and start doing. Because listen, you're gonna end up like this like this young man right here. He caught something hot. Y'all sitting there being doofuses out here and playing around like, yo, not everybody is going to play with y'all like that. Now everybody is in the games and this, that. Not everybody's into that. Y'all better stop playing. Then you sit there catch a hot one. I'm trying to tell you. Well, I'm not gonna say try to catch one because he caught one. Fucking dummy. Like that's me personally love YouTube. I love it. Certain things about it I can deal without. You sitting there, you playing with people that don't know you, not trying to get to know you, trying to sit there and go about their regular day. Y'all don't know what people got on them. Y'all sitting there walking up to people talking crazy. And when somebody knock you out or knock your head off, then it's what happened? Nah, y'all can't play like that, bro. Y'all cannot play like that. Tell you what, I'm gonna tell you who else you can't play with. Y'all not playing with Lotto. She's not having it. Don't know what I'm talking about. So an exotic dancer accuses Lotto of picking up money she threw in the club after her purse allegedly went missing. Now, I watched the video. Shorty, if I come in this club and I feel like I want to make it rain, I'm a multi-platinum rapping artist. I got some extra chicken to blow. I can write it off on my taxes. That's extra short, but got some extra chicken to blow. I want to sit there and throw 50 grand on the stage. I want to see the young, vibrant, young talent that's in here. I want to see what they working with. Break it down. Now, in the mix of me sitting there doing this and having fun. Now, 9 times out of 10, I done came with a couple of people. I done spent damn near 15, 20,000 just in liquor. When I can sit there and go to the liquor store and the 20,000 that I spent in this liquor, I'd have probably spent about a good 500 at the liquor store. But hey, and that's between the liquor store and the grocery store getting juice in the ice, in the cups. But so I come here. I just spent about a good 10, 15, 20 just in liquor and juice and ice and sparklers. Now I commence on sitting there making it rain on you lovely ladies while y'all sit there and shake y'all attributes and what your mama gave you. Now, at the point being that I'm a man, at the point that my wallet becomes missing, nigga, shut the all this shit is over with. Yo, everybody that came here with me, pick up everything we sat there and threw. Cause if these ungrateful heathens, I'm not gonna call you ladies whores, because not all of you are whores. But you ungrateful heathens, if y'all gonna sit there and rob me, Mr. or Mrs. I'm putting myself in the situation, but so Mr. Multi-Platinum selling rapping man, if you gonna rob me of my wallet after I then spent 20,000 at the bar with the waitress, so basically I done spent about a good 18,000 and she took 2,000 as a tip. Then they brought the bottles. Then we spent for real. We spent about 53,000 just to get 50,000 back because y'all sitting there taxing off of every 100. Strip game play. You know what I mean? Y'all, if you know, you know. But look, and then we commence on throwing said cash. And you mean to tell me that at the time of us throwing said cash on the mix of us ordering these bottles or whatever, one of y'all had the audacity and the gall to sit there and steal from me? Makes no sense. And with that being said, Lotto, I stand with you, mama, because I'd have took every red cent that I'd have spent in that motherfucker back too. We ain't drink these bottles. I want my money back for that. I don't listen. Everything must go. You know how they say it's a clearance sale? Yeah. Now this is a refund sale. Everything must come back. You heard me? I need it all. Hey, I don't blame you, Lotto. I definitely do not. Now, I'm about to play this video right now. All right. Y'all done watch the videos? All right, so cool. Look. TSA. You goofy dummies. Now, first of all, you know KD stand for sitting there getting it how you live. But at the same time, you stupid, goofy dummies. Y'all know y'all getting recorded, right? Y'all had to know y'all was getting recorded. Y'all been working there for the longest. Y'all know y'all getting recorded because they let you know that you're getting recorded. And when you walk into your section, you see the cameras. So you sit there and thought that them cameras in that corner was not working in the airport, UTSA. You supposed to be sitting. Come on, bro. And y'all not slick. Y'all sitting there digging. Yo, bro. If you could not get whatever you was trying to get out that lady wallet or that man wallet, purse, whatever, within the first 2, 3, 5 seconds, you should have let it go. What did you keep on seeing? Yo, you kept on reaching in, like, bro, you could tell you an amateur. Somebody put you on and sat there and it was like, yo, this is what I be doing, this, that, and the third. And usually, yo, well, let me try it. And, bro, y'all stupid. You're stupid. You're stupid. And you know what happens to stupid people? They win stupid prizes. So y'all have fun. Cause I know you lost your job. They're gonna file a criminal complaint on you. 9 times out of 10 you going to jail for petty theft, being a TSA agent. Stupid. Before we sit there and end this episode, we have yet again another school shooter. Now, reports have it that it was an active shooter situation in Morgan State University, and at least 4 people were shot. So at this point in time, it's to the point where this shit has become regular. And I'm to the point now where I got to start preparing my daughter because she's about to start going to college, and we about to be in an open carrying state. So I'm about to start getting my daughter prepared for what's to come when it comes to this situation, because it's terrible to where in places where you supposed to, I mean, fights happen everywhere. But now in this time and era, fights mean nothing. It's who got the most bodies and can stay out the longest. Or who has the most bodies that people know that I have bodies, but I'm so real, niggas ain't snitch on me yet, so I'm good. Niggas ain't gonna tell them. Yo, listen, check this out. Take this from I'm not gonna say I'm an ex-street nigga, because I still be in the streets, but I turned my hustle around. But take this from a nigga that always live under the moniker, I'm always active. And I say that to say this. When you sitting there in situations to where you in a heavily populated heavily populated place, but you see the quote unquote ops and you feel the need or to be necessary for you to sit there and put hundreds of people's lives in danger that have nothing to do with you and those certain people's situation, you are a clown, a goofy, a fuck boy, um, a weirdo, you cheeks, you butt, you pussy, um, you traga, you got bicho, you a hoe ass nigga. Um, I said fuck boy already. You's a dick sucker, and all of the above. Because for you to sit there and feel like I got issues with little Tim Tim over there. Tim Tim don't even see me, but Tim Tim is around 6 females, another 7 dudes, and all of them is laughing and joking. They got cups in their hands, they chilling, relaxing. Me and my homeboy came to the university on bullshit. Now, if I was really on my on my standing on business shit, because this is what KD always, my nigga, you have to stand on your business. If I'm standing on business, I'm walking, and if I feel like, yo, we can't settle it with the fisticuffs, like it has to go to niggas clutching iron and all that, I'm not gonna sit there and try to Swiss cheese a nigga in front of 12 potential people that's just in his group. But mind you, is hundreds of people walking past. So if it's hundreds of people, damn near everybody got 2 eyes. So that's more than, say if it's 200 people, if I'm not mistaken, my math is correct, it's 200 people, so that means it's what? 400 eyes? Because there's 2 eyes to each person, right? Now, y'all write in the comments if I'm wrong about that, but you can see double than what you can sit there and speak. So you think with these hundreds of people, all these niggas gonna stand solid like, yo, I don't know what happened. I ain't see it. I ain't see it. Now, out of these, let's say 200 civilians, 40 of these niggas is from the hood and live by that moniker. What about the other 160 that come from, you see something, you say something. Y'all don't sit there and think. Y'all want to sit there and be known for being a shooter. You can't fight. When you go to jail, you have no guns. When you go to prison, you have no guns. You can't fight. 9 times out of 10, they're going to sit there and treat you 3 different ways. They're going to treat you as a punching bag. They're going to treat you as a fuck doll. Or they're going to treat you as a crash dummy. Yeah. You caught manslaughter. You in there for 10 years. You had to join the gang for you to sit there and feel protected because you can't fight. They know you can't fight and they know you a dummy. So now you become a crash dummy. Now that 10 years that you done sat there and had when you began, that if you did it right, you be out in 6, you'd have added another 32 to that because you a crash dummy. So y'all live how y'all want to live out here, man. Listen, it was unnecessary and it was useless. And now you gonna sit there and forever be the dummy that sat there and shot up a university and got caught. But once again, this has been another episode of Around the Town with Wizzo, KD, and Crazy K. Wizzo and Crazy K not here, but KD is here. So, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so when we drop these joints, y'all get notified. Yo, we sitting there, I'm sitting there starting a new situation for the channel. Stay tuned. Appreciate it. I'm gonna start dropping some more on Instagram and TikTok.